Now, I am still not feeling my best. So this is about day 7, and I've still got my hearing's still very cloudy. Still kind of hard to focus on anything, so I think today's the day that I have to go in and get tested. But by just pulling up a little chart here on Apple, it looks like I've got a mark set down for when it touches the 103.99. A lot of breakouts happen. Let's see. I want to say to the opposite of the flat line, or say the support. In that case, then Apple might come down, say to here, and then go up this way. Okay. Now, of course, this is a 4-hour chart. Let's look at it on the daily, and we can see what we've charted there. All right. Now we can see when we got our reversal. All right. And then we saw where it turned bearish. And now we're really looking for the opposite to happen. So if it's at 119, and I can't specifically remember the price I was told on the particular call options, but let's just keep in mind that most options will expire worthless. So let's keep that in mind. All right. But it is building a nice support right along here. Interesting. Okay, so really I'd like to see, from this red gap on the daily, or say even the 4-hour chart, on the daily chart it's red, so I'd like to see it on the daily and 4-hour chart switch over to green with an upward signal. Which could be coming very, very soon. Now let's see what it looks like today. All right, there's a little green happening. Let's go over here and check some of our runners for a minute. Let's see what we get. All right, a couple good stocks right here. And a couple of the stocks that showed up on my lists yesterday were ones that took off as well. They had very, very good runs. Had you been, watching and following my lists, and then also watching the other gurus on YouTube, if you hit that like, share, and subscribe button, you'll notice that we get that information first. Or it certainly seems like I'm getting that information just a little bit before they are. I think they have maybe slightly better execution and a much larger crowd and following. So start following me instead. And I promise I won't sound like this forever. All right. So now take a look at the things that are having market sentiment. Looks like Cassie, CLRO, CSCW, RKDA, and TME. Very interesting. Now, let's pull up our probability of the expiring cone. And look at what Apple's prices look like. Okay. So these are where all of your call options are coming out and, expiring at, and your put options. Okay. I think the person told me that they were somewhere in this area. Yeah, somewhere in this area. So to look at the overall trajectory, I think that it's possible that it could get to it, because there is let's not do that. Let's pull up something else here. Pull up the TPO profile, add it, apply, and it looks like our person has put themselves just around the area of just below the gap fill. So you go from the tip of our charting here, extend it on through, looks like there's going to be a gap fill right around here. Be watching for it. Okay. Then if it falls from there, it's got a couple places to stop along the way, but for some reason I feel way more comfortable buying in down here. This is where I would start to take place again. And that very well could happen. Okay. Now let's pull up a script here. Check that out. Let's do something that's going to have, labels or, errors or something like that. But let's just say you've gone over to the StockSmart website and you've bought one of the algorithms and something isn't quite working right. Something might show up as red letter print. It means that you've probably copy and pasted something you weren't supposed to, or didn't exactly specifically follow the directions, which is okay. We can work through that. So let's pull up our studies here, where you'll be creating those scripts. You'll create it as a strategy if you want to build a strategy for backtesting. You'll create it as a study if you want to use it as a study-based order system, like a bot. Okay? So let's see what we've got here. Try to find something to show a little error in real quick. So many different ones. Let's check out this stochastics momentum indicator. Add that to the lower. Okay, it's got the crossovers with it. Now, you should only see declare lower once, all right? Then when you see plot, those are the things that you want to show up on the screen, okay? And then if you see declare lower again, that means that another script is starting. So you're going to want to copy and paste from that declare lower all the way down to the next script and paste it in to its own box. So, and let's just say in this particular situation, I separated the scripts with tack marks. Okay. Now, if this happens, and now you've got this red line, okay. Now, right next to this tack mark, come over here and just put a hash symbol. Boom, gone. Little hash symbol says, "Do not read me." Perfect. All right. And let's go look at a couple more incidences. No, don't save it. And let's see, STC, SS arrows only, SS demo, SS sentiment. Let's see, squeeze pro stochastic. Let's see here. Look for something I can create. I mean, I can create an error in anything, but what is this? QQE study. What have I done? Oh, okay. MTF something. Alright, so cancel. Means it's just got to be on the lower chart. Very interesting study indeed. Okay. And we get our labels up here at the top. Our bid, our ask, our spread, whether the market is sideways or not. On the 15-minute chart it is. On the daily chart it is sideways. And on the 4-hour chart it is sideways. So overall it does not know where it wants to go. So unfortunately I can't give my educated opinion, or a definitive educated opinion in this particular case. I just know that I believe I am looking for the best deal down here around this 103.99 area for some reason. That's a mark I've gotten set. Okay, but it does look like price is trying to come up, short term. But that's what the market has been doing. It's been opening up, popping up, dropping right back down. Opening up, popping up, dropping right back down, So the traders who are there can make some money. Not everybody loses it. The ones who can catch the patterns, they win. And that's why we are here, to catch those patterns with our algorithmic trading. Okay. So now back to the multi-plot, say indicators. All right, I believe the Bollinger Band Beauty and Bollinger Percent R would also be one. Okay. So this is going to be an example of that. When I say that you need to take the indicators and link them together. Okay. Now, or when I say stack them together, I'm sorry. So you'll have to create them in a 1 lower study, 2 lower studies, 3 lower studies, from declare lower and plot data. Now you may have 1 plot in here, you may have 2 plots in here, and you can read them and see if they pertain to the same pieces of code, if one is a buy signal or a sell signal. Okay, or one will be labeled data 1 or data 2 or plot buy, plot sell, something like that. Okay, so you'll just copy that, declare lower, plot data. Okay. In your studies tab, you'll hit create, and you'll just paste it right there. And that is your new study. Then in your script, you'll come down and you'll get your next 2. Okay. Now, where did I see that? I think it was what? awesome oscillator, awesome 3. Here, let's do the awesome poly, okay? So you can see the awesome oscillator, the ergodic, and the LBR. Okay, so that's plot data. So we're going to say this is just plot buy, okay? And you may or may not have a sell signal, okay? If you want a sell signal, let's see, paste, drop it down. What you would do is go in and change greater. Is greater than, you would change it to as less than. Is less than, is less than. So, and that would go plot sell equals, copy all this, and then change is greater than to less than every time you see it. Okay? Close out your study, and you're good to go. So it makes it pretty sweet and easy. It's knowing and building your criteria at first. Once you know that, you know how to do it, and but some people just don't want to, or they don't have to, or maybe they genuinely don't know. So that's why I'm making these videos. So I'm here to help. Reach out anytime, day or night, except for the next couple days. I'm sick. Let me rest, darn it. So anyhow, I will get back with you later today. Hopefully I'll have at least gotten some rest by then. And everybody hang in there in the market, man. It's going to make a turnaround real soon. So leaving out on a positive note, come over to the StockSmart website. It's a Shopify store. Check it out. It's a way just to get something launched and off the ground. Consider donating on Patreon to support the channel and maybe even some more cough syrup. And yeah, I do need to pick up some cough syrup tomorrow. Okay, and yeah, I will catch you in the next video.